What's going on, man? Hey, you happen to be Latino at all? Hispanic? Come here, man. Come here, man. Let me show you something real quick, man. Important information.
Where you from? Where your family from? Huh? No, like your ancestry. Over here. What?
You got.
Look. You say Hispanic, yeah? Like, go ahead, you got it.
You Latino or Hispanic at all?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Woo! You know the history of Puerto Ricans, sir?
Not that well.
Dang. All right, come in. Puerto Rican, right? You know, you speak any Spanish at all?
A little bit.
Little bit, right? What's Puerto Rican mean? What does that mean? Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? It means rich port, right?
What?
Is that the name of your forefathers? Your forefathers said, you know, we're a rich port. Or what did Christopher Columbus name them that? I'm gonna show you. Christopher Columbus named them that. All right? When he started killing our ancestors, right? And he renamed us. He renamed us Puerto Ricans, Negroes, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, right? We don't even know our real name. You understand that? That's a curse according to God, right? But you can go to that church your whole life and never find that out. You understand that? But today you stop, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, big bro. What's your name? Bueno. My name's Ithiel, man. It's good to meet you. Right? We're going to teach you some things real quick, right? You believe in the Bible at all? Yeah, for real? All right. Check this out. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. I'm going to show you something real quick, right? You know anything about Moses? What you know about Moses? I got to ask that question. Everybody be like, yeah. Huh? He wrote the Torah, right? But he also freed his people out of, you know where? Out of Egypt, right? He said, let my people go. He split the Red Sea, and he brought his people out of slavery, right? And he taught them the commandments, right? You familiar? Right? Some of these commandments is found in our lands, like in Puerto Rico and in America, right? Because our forefathers was there. We're telling that our ancestors, we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now I need you to listen good, because I'm gonna backtrack on you too. All right. He says, if we don't listen to the voice of God, right? He's gonna give us a choice, right? Because he taught us commandments. He taught us commandments, right? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. Read on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Right.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses is teaching his people, the Israelites, who he brought out of Egypt. If you don't listen to God's commandments and do them, that curse is going to come upon you and overtake you, right? Bono, is curses a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Right? So let me show you some of these curses. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. You familiar with Puerto Rico and the conquistadors a little bit? You don't know about Christopher Columbus? What did Christopher Columbus do? He sailed, that's it? You was born here? Okay, all right. So that makes sense, and I'm going to tell you why, right? Because all around the earth, it's very important that the people on this list never understand about their history. It's very important, right? So you will go to public school, and you will learn nothing or very little about these people here, right? Which you come from, right? But you'll learn everything about everybody else, right? I see you got tattoos. Some of those are Samoan. Some of them look a little foreign, right? Right? What's that right there? Hawaiian, right? You Hawaiian? Puerto Rican, right? Okay. All right, check this out, right? You got any Puerto Rican, anything on you that's Puerto Rican? All right, I'm going to show you why. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's very important that you, right, not a Puerto Rican, Ephraim. Wow. Ephraim. That's the name of your people that you've never been taught. Right? And I'm going to show you why it's so important that they teach you nothing about it. All right? Check this out, right?
49.
Read verse 49. This is what happened to our people. If you got a phone, you can actually Google this. All right? This is just history that we read it, but it's coming out the Bible. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So what's the symbol of America? You know? I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere on here. What's the symbol of America? The eagle, right? The eagle, right? What's the symbol of Spain? It's also the eagle, right? All these things are the eagle. The scriptures is telling you who's going to be coming after you, right? So my ancestors got caught by the British, all the British and the Romans, right? The Greeks, all these white people represented by the eagle. You understand? Read that part again. You can sit down.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So the white man came from way on the other side to come get us. You understand? Read on.
A nation of fierce countenance.
They was evil. The Bible says they was fierce. I mean, they chopped us up, right? You look right here. Nice people don't do that to somebody back. Nice people don't chain people up and burn them at the stake. You understand? This is what happened to our forefathers. Read on.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They didn't care if you was old. You know, you got to hold the door for old lady. They didn't care about that. They didn't care if you was young, right? They was going to kill you. They was going to terrorize us. Read on.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
And he took up all that land. All the land in Puerto Rico that used to be your forefathers is his land now, right? He got the same kind of flag. He got the bird. He got his military bases over there, right? That's his land now. Read on.
And the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
Until now today, you don't even know who the hell you are. You call yourself a Puerto Rican, right? Your great-great-great-granddad, when they pulled up, none of them was Puerto Ricans. They was not called Puerto Ricans, right? They got enslaved and they got their name changed into Puerto Ricans. And they said, your history is now our paintbrush, right? That's what they said. So now today you be like, I don't know nothing about Puerto Ricans really, but I got Hawaiian tattoos. I know a little something about that, right? Okay, now, why did this happen? Nah, the Bible didn't say that. The Bible said this happened because we would not keep something. Heritage, go back to it. Verse 15. That's why I said I was going to backtrack. Right? Listen good.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
To do all his what?
His commandments.
But what are we supposed to be doing? It's more than 10, but yeah, you're right. You're supposed to be keeping the commandments. Right? And he said, if you don't do that, I'm going to put all these curses upon you. God said, I made an agreement with your forefathers that y'all would keep my laws, statutes, and commandments. You would have your own land. You would have your own heritage. You would have your own customs. You would have your own holidays. But because you didn't want to do that, now I'm going to make you serve someone that hates your guts.
Right.
I'm going to make someone that hates you rule over you. Right? And we've been living that generation after generation after generation. And our people have sunk to the bottom. I'm going to give you something else, right? Right here in Hawaii, your forefathers, the Puerto Ricans, right? Taínos, right? Was put on ships to come here. And they was put on ships. They was restrained. A lot of them died. And they was held at gunpoint to come here and to work the sugarcane fields. So everybody else, like the Chinese man, the Hawaiian man, the Korean man, so they could get a break. Do you understand that? I'm going to show you that in the Bible. Give me verse 68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
It's the same chapter with the same curses for not keeping God's laws. Right? Read on.
In verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, we was talking about Moses. What is Egypt? Right? What was we doing in Egypt? Huh? We was building up the land, right? But was we normal citizens? Were we just could be like, I'm gonna take a break right now and go chill at the house? Could we do that? Why not? We were slaves, right? The Bible defines what Egypt is, right? Get that in Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
We're talking about Egypt, right? Go ahead.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
That's what we're talking about, right? This is what God calls it, though. Read on.
Out of the house of bondage.
The house of bondage, right? Slavery, like that. Being bound, slaved, enslaved, sold, right? To build up their nation. That's what he said. I'm going to bring you back to that. I'm going to bring you right back to that status, right? Go back to Deuteronomy 20, verse 68. Start again from the top. Listen good, Bono.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee...
Listen good, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
What's Egypt? We just talked about it. What's Egypt? We built it, right? But Egypt, according to the Bible, is slavery. It's slavery, right? Read on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
slavery
again with ships.
Who went into slavery with ships? Puerto Ricans did. They came here as slaves on ships. We went other places too. And here you go. Check this out. All right. A lot of our people were sent all over the earth. Remember, the Bible said over here, European man, right? Representing the eagle from one side of the earth to the other. You understand? So he would come here, drop off some of Judah, right? Right? Come over here, get some of Taínos, Ephraim, right? Send them off to Europe, right? Where they become enslaved. Send them off to the Philippines, where they were fighting their wars. Send them off to Japan, where they would become enslaved, right? And keep a lot of them here for field work. You understand? That's slavery. That's slavery, and it's well documented. But for some reason, our people don't know the details about it, right? Because if we put two and two together, we read this Bible and be like, damn, that's me. My forefathers went to slavery on ships. Nobody else did. Damn, that's crazy, right? The eagle came over here and took all my land, right? And killed all my forefathers and changed my name. Damn, that's me, right? So these things right here identify us, our forefathers, and ourselves as the children of Israel.
That's right.
But today, there is someone else claiming that name, the white man, right? So the white man came, he conquered, and now he's claiming our heritage for himself, right? So why did this happen? I'm gonna go back to it. Why did this happen, Bueno? Slavery. It happened in slavery. But why did this happen to us? Say it again? That's why I said I'm going to backtrack to it. To what? Not just to build, right? Go back to Deuteronomy 20, verse 15. One more time. One more time. Stay with me, bro. Stay with me. I know it's a lot. We're getting a whole history lesson right now. Right. But it's important because your whole life, they've kept it from you, right? Today, you're getting it. And it's important. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right,
to observe, to do all his commandments
read on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said, if you don't keep my commandments, all these curses is going to come upon you and overtake you.
Right.
And that's what we live today. We are the victims of these curses because we did not listen. So what should we be doing today if we want to get out of this situation? We should be keeping the commandments.
Right.
Now, where do we go in your life? Where have you gone to learn to keep the commandments? Now, that doing good every day is not the commandments, right? The commandments is very strict guidelines, right? Where have you been taught the commandments of this Bible? Anywhere? Church, right? So give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8, right? I want to see if you learned this in church, right?
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Do you know about the Sabbath day? Do y'all keep the Sabbath day in the Christian church? Supposed to. Did you ever learn about it? You know how to keep it? There it is. The answer is no, right? The doctrine in the Christian church is that all these laws is done away with. All you have to do is believe in this guy. Do you know who that guy is over there? Right there, this white man right there. You know who that is? Huh? You said Jesus? Man, right? All those things is lies. All those things is lies. You go into that church, you're going to learn his philosophy. Right. You're not going to learn the commandments. They go to church. Their day of rest, their day of worship is on Sunday. Today is the Sabbath day. You say you know a little Spanish, right? You know how to say Saturday in Spanish? Sábado. It's the Sabbath of rest. So God ordained a day. Go ahead and read that. Read that. Let me show you what it is, right? Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Right.
Remember the Sabbath day.
That's in the 10 commandments. But God said to remember the Sabbath day. He didn't say remember don't kill, because that's obvious. Remember don't steal. That's obvious. You can do that by really not doing nothing, right? But the Sabbath day is distinct, right? Read on.
To keep it holy.
To keep it holy. That means keep it separate. The Sabbath day is not like Monday. It's not like Sunday. Right? Read on. 6
days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So as our people go up and down this road, we be like, hey man, come listen, come listen. They be like, nah, I'm busy. But God said you got 6 days to do all your business. Right? Read on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath day of the Lord.
Hey, what's up, big bro? Come take a listen, man. Come take a listen. He said, but you got 6 days to do all your work. But the Sabbath day is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Like that brother right there was too busy. It's too busy. You stopped. That's different, right? So he said, you got 6 days, but the 7th day is my day.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.